The news that Reba McEntire and Narvel Blackstock had reached the conclusion of their marriage in 2015 caused shockwaves to go across the country music industry. They had been married for a total of 26 years, during which time they had established a life together that encompassed the management of a music empire and the upbringing of their son, Shelby. Not only did they have a personal relationship, but they also had a business one. Blackstock was McEntire's manager, and the two of them were founding members of Starstruck Entertainment. However, behind closed doors, fissures had begun to appear in their relationship, which fans believed to be unbreakable. The speed with which Blackstock moved on after the breakup had many people wondering how someone could make such a sudden transition from a marriage that had been so long and full of history. The news was announced in August of 2015, and it was accompanied by a joint statement that emphasized the importance of maintaining a professional relationship and respecting one another. According to the statement, despite the fact that this situation marks the end of their marriage, they continue to support each other. The two of them have been working together for the past 3 decades and will continue to do so. All of the emotional agony was concealed by the polished sentences. In a later statement, McEntire stated that she did not choose to divorce. During interviews, she disclosed her sadness, referring to the breakup as a broken heart that she did not desire but had to deal with. Blackstock, on the other hand, appeared to grieve without wasting any time. Over the course of a few months, rumors began to circulate that he was already dating someone else. Reports indicated that Blackstock was dating Laura Putty Stroud, a real estate agent who had been a close friend of the couple throughout their marriage. This was confirmed at the beginning of 2016. There were eyebrows raised due to the rapidity of his new connection. With McEntire and Blackstock, Stroud was frequently spotted attending gatherings together. He had been a member of their inner group, although there is no hard evidence to back up the assertions that the connection started before the divorce was finalized. There are some people who speculated that it did. Whatever the case may be, the visuals were shocking. McEntire, who was still working through the aftermath of the dissolution of her marriage, was putting on a brave front and performing gigs that were completely sold out, while Blackstock seemed to be making a smooth transition into a new era. The courses that they took after the divorce were very different from one another. With a strong focus on her job, Reba McEntire released albums such as Sing It Now, Songs of Faith and Hope, and hosted the American Country Music Awards. "God's got me," she said in an interview with People magazine, giving an honest account of how her faith helped her get through the difficult time. "No, I'm not concerned." Her tenacity struck a chord with her followers, who appreciated her capacity to transform disappointment into artistic expression. While all was going on, Blackstock maintained a low profile. The public became more aware of his relationship with Stroud over the course of time, culminating in the couple's marriage in 2019. The wedding, which took place in Nashville, was a low-key ceremony, yet it was significant since it put an end to any remaining dreams of attaining reconciliation with McEntire. What caused Blackstock to evolve at such a rapid pace? In some cases, the dynamics of their marriage are brought up. In addition to being McEntire's spouse, Blackstock also served as her manager, a position that blurred the borders between personal and professional life. Blackstock was said to have felt that she was overshadowed by McEntire's larger-than-life persona, according to those associated with the pair. She attracted attention due to the fact that she was one of the most prominent artists in country music, and her career frequently seized the spotlight. Despite the fact that Blackstock was successful in his own right, it is possible that he yearned for a new beginning in which he was not defined by the fame of his wife. An alternative dynamic was presented by Stroud, who did not work in the entertainment sector. This dynamic allowed Blackstock to be the main point of the discussion. Some people believe that timing was more important than ego in this situation. When the divorce was announced, Blackstock was 59 years old, and it's possible that he was simply ready to move on with his life. When one partner in a long-term marriage feels that the relationship has reached its conclusion, the marriage typically comes to an end. Blackstock's actions indicate that he was eager to put an end to that chapter. It is possible that his connection with Stroud, who was someone he was already familiar with and comfortable with, was a natural evolution rather than a deliberate rebound. In spite of this, the rapidity with which McEntire and her fans went from a marriage that lasted for 26 years to a new relationship in less than a year seemed like a strike to the gut. In her reaction, McEntire displayed an exceptional level of elegance. While she was concentrating on her own recovery, she refrained from publicly criticizing either Blackstock or Stroud. During an interview with CMT in 2016, she stated, "I'm not furious at myself or anyone else. I'm simply trying to move on with my life and find happiness for myself." Her family and her faith became the anchors of her life. She relied on her son Shelby and her sisters, who came together to support her in this difficult time. She also found comfort in her music, penning songs that expressed her journey through sorrow and hope. She wrote songs that she wrote, with songs like Tammy Wynette Kind of Pain that capture the raw emotion of betrayal and rehabilitation. Her album Stronger Than the Truth, which was released in 2019, was widely regarded as a love letter to her resiliency. There were repercussions that resulted from Blackstock's hasty relocation to Stroud. These professional relations between him and McEntire came to an end. Despite the fact that they had initially committed to continuing their collaboration, by the year 2017, McEntire had already severed ties with Starstruck Entertainment and chosen to work with new management. In all likelihood, the choice was influenced by the personal pressure that Blackstock's new existence was causing him. Despite the fact that McEntire, ever the professional, did not openly express her dissatisfaction, the shift was quite telling. Despite the fact that Blackstock continued to manage other artists, including Blake Shelton, his impact on McEntire's career, which was a fundamental component of his professional identity, came to an end. The audience, on the other hand, was not as forgiving as McEntire. Posts made on social media platforms beginning in 2016 reveal a division. A number of individuals defended Blackstock's right to move on, noting that a lengthy period of mourning is not necessary for every divorce. A number of people had the opinion that his brisk flirtation, particularly with a family member, was insulting to McEntire. The views that were shared by followers on various platforms, such as X, included statements such as, "Reba deserved better than Narvel running off with her friend," while others responded by saying, "Let the man live. The age of 26 is sufficient." During the discussion, the public's investment in McEntire was brought to light. Her approachable personality made her feel like a member of the family to millions of people. McEntire's personal romantic life progressed in a positive direction over time. After years of recovery, she finally found happiness in a relationship with the actor Rex Linn, which she started dating in the year 2020. During an appearance on The Drew Barrymore Show, Reba McEntire gushed over Linn, saying, "He's my best friend and my lover." This demonstrated the obvious chemistry that existed between the people. Her joy helped to put an end to some of the rumors that circulated about Blackstock, demonstrating that she had discovered her own way ahead. Although they have been married for a number of years, Blackstock and Stroud have mainly avoided the public eye and have instead chosen to lead a more private life in Nashville. Despite the fact that Blackstock moved quickly after the divorce, the story is not merely about a man beginning a new life. This provides a glimpse into the intricacies of long-term partnerships, which are characterized by the intertwining of love, business, and identity. Despite the fact that the divorce was a difficult diversion for McEntire, she managed to handle it with strength and candor. For Blackstock, it was an opportunity to redefine himself in a setting that was not influenced by his ex-wife. After a span of 26 years, their lives took a drastic turn for the worse, but both of them were able to start over. Blackstock with speed, and McEntire with time. In the end, the sadness that followed their breakup became a testament to Michael McEntire's everlasting philosophy, which is that you sing through the agony, regardless of how much it hurts.